It's here first from IPR News. I'm Megan McKinney. The results are in from Iowa's primary election, and the governor has signed a few crime-related bills. It's Wednesday, June 3rd. Businessman Zach Lahn has won the Republican nomination for Iowa governor. He'll face Democratic State Auditor Rob Sand in the general election. Here's the results from IPR's Katerina Sostarek.
Lahn narrowly won the primary election over Congressman Randy Feenstra, who was endorsed by President Donald Trump last week. Unofficial results show Lahn ahead of Feenstra by less than 1 percentage point. Feenstra conceded before the race was called. Lahn says he was outspent and opposed by the establishment, and the people of Iowa had something to say about that.
They said Iowa doesn't belong to the political class. They said our state does not belong to the lobbyists, special interests, and corporate giants who for far too long have had way too much power in our state. Instead, you all said this belongs to the people.
Lahn was endorsed by the political arm of the Make America Healthy Again, or MAHA, movement. He says his priorities include addressing Iowa's high cancer rates and breaking up big ag monopolies. I'm Katerina Sostarek, IPR News.
Josh Turek has won the Democratic nomination for Iowa's open U.S. Senate seat. Here's IPR's Natalie Krebs.
Turek is a state representative from Council Bluffs and a 2-time gold medalist in the Paralympics. He defeated opponent Zach Walz, a state senator from Coralville and former Senate Minority Leader. Turek told supporters in Des Moines that he was an underdog in this race.
This campaign has been about fighting for the middle class, working families, rural communities, small family farms, and working with anyone to address rising costs, stagnant incomes, and out-of-control corruption in D.C.
Turek will face Republican Ashley Hinson, a U.S. representative, in the general election on November 3rd. I'm Natalie Krebs, IPR News.
We're going to move along to other Iowa news, but you can find more election results at IPR.org. Governor Kim Reynolds has signed a few crime-related bills. Iowans convicted of a third felony offense will soon face a mandatory prison sentence of at least 7 years under new laws signed by Governor Reynolds. Current law sets a 3-year mandatory minimum. Reynolds also signed a bill banning events aimed at resolving outstanding arrest warrants, and she signed a third bill requiring magistrates to provide written justification if they set bail lower than the bond schedule. Republican Representative Stephen Holt of Denison says these bills are meaningful steps to make Iowa a safer place to live.
The legislation being signed today is based on a simple principle. The first responsibility of government is to protect its citizens, period. These bills are about accountability. They are about preventing future victims.
Democratic Representative Eric Jardy, a Cedar Rapids police officer, has said raising mandatory sentences will likely spike prison costs without reducing crime long-term. Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley says he has concerns about a proposed rule that would push new and existing federal employees to sign non-disclosure agreements. Legal experts say the new rule is too vague and would have a chilling effect on government employees reporting wrongdoing. While NDAs would technically be voluntary, those who refuse to sign them could be fired. Grassley says he's brought his concerns to the Office of Personnel Management, which proposed the NDA rule last week.
We got to make it very clear that when you sign this sort of a document, that it doesn't compromise your statutory rights of reporting wrongdoing to Congress and being what you might call a whistleblower.
Federal employees are already prohibited from sharing sensitive information. Grassley says he has introduced anti-gag legislation he says would protect the right of federal employees to report wrongdoing to Congress or the Office of Special Counsel. It's here first from IPR. I'm Megan McKinney. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great Wednesday.